Okay, here we go, guys. I'm going to get into the Clovis data. Sorry, last video had a lot of glitching internet issues, but I just want to make this for strictly Clovis. So let's jump into the updates. Currently, right now in Clovis, California, we're median price is 539,970, as opposed to last year, it was 599,989, which means right now in Clovis or the 30-day last year on year is negative 10%. So year on year pricing from last year at this time is down 10% in Clovis. Now let's jump into the newest listings within the last 7 days here. It shows 451,990. Now we go down here, look at last year at this time, the last 7 days. And it looks like we were at June 21st. There we go. Last year was 625,000. Big difference. So, again, the newest and the most updated data we have for pricing in Clovis this last 7 days is that they are down negative 27%. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty big dip. And a lot of that is because what we're seeing too, for one, there's less buyers at the higher end of the market. For one, for two, there's a lot more houses on the market at the higher end. So now you combine more housing, a lot more than last year. I guess I want to say about 34% or so more houses on the market. Plus, when you add in, higher prices, the rates, affordability, just really kind of dictates the slowdown of the market quite a bit. So yeah, just everything's coming on down at once, but some houses, mind you, do sell pretty well. So right now it's very selective timing for buyers. It has to be the perfect house, the perfect area, priced very well. That's when you'll see the competition a little bit there. Overall market very slow. Just so if you're not super, if you don't need to sell, if you're not super motivated, if you don't have a real reason, and you just kind of want to see what you can get, may not be the time to put the house on the market. If you're just trying to fish for prices, right? If you're just trying to look, if you don't have to sell, and you're like, you want the max, maybe you can hold off and see what happens in the fall. But right now, it's buyers are being very selective. A couple more things here in Clovis. Let's go to average days on market. Right now, it's around 58 days. Last year, we were around 65 days. So um, even though they're moving a little bit faster this year as 58 days compared to last year, and the reason is because there's a lot more houses available, right? So the more inventory or more houses are on the market, the more transactions that can technically happen. It can move faster, but overall market, is just pretty bare. Not a whole lot of upside right now. So, you got to look at it this way as well. Throughout the pandemic years, 2020 till about 2022, the first half of 22, it was a seller. Sellers had all the power, right? They got much higher than they listed it for. Property values just went through the roof. Sellers were in good position. They had people begging for their houses, 10, 20, 30 offers sometimes. And here we are is the give back time where, now we're going to the other side of the pendulum, right? It has to swing either way until we get into that middle ground again, where it's more of a balance. So right now it's kind of swaying more towards the buyers, more leaning into a buyer's market. Some say we already are in a buyer's market. It's really based on your market and where you are, right? Other than that, guys, one other thing, price decreases right now. Currently, 36% of the homes have had a price reduction in Clovis. So again, pretty higher than normal for this time of year. Summertime is when typically, you don't have too many price decreases. Houses pretty much sell pretty decent. It's different times, different market, but things change week to week even, right? So just got to keep an eye on what's happening, not only in real estate, but as far as the overall economy, right? Other factors in the economy do dictate and have a lot of influence on how the real estate market is performing, right? So I would say look into that. Look at the treasury. Look at inflation. There's a lot of factors what's going on. So hope that helps. I'm always a call, a text, an email away. Love to help out. Love to even just chat about real estate and what your future goals are, whether you're investing, looking to buy your first home, looking to sell your first home. First time sellers is a thing. So I'm here to help answer questions. And you guys have a blessed week. And let's see how the rest of June plays out. Take care.